Hey, it's Dave, and it's September 1st, and I'm trying to get some stuff together so we can go out and seed the food plot. So need some air to put in the tires on the disc car. So I got to fill it up before we do it. And it's super muddy, and look around. It's supposed to rain again. So in a rush, trying to get her done. September 1st already, can't believe it. I'm late. I'm always late. Putting in a food plot. But so we had to hook that thing up to here onto the mule and pull it down the food plot, disc it up, sow the seed, run the mule over it a bunch of times to help set it, and then try to get that done for the next wave of rain comes. And if we have time, I want to go out and follow that trail on the other side of the bridge, since we have the bridge, and see if there's some. I know there are a couple good spots to put up these blinds I got up here. Tree stands, I mean, not blinds, tree stands. So anyway, I gotta get busy, gotta get hopping. I'll be back at you here in a minute once we get everything loaded up. All right, Dave out. All right, got that thing just turned over, getting ready to hook it up. I'll move the mule over to it here in just a second. I trimmed down that stump, and then a stump across the way. It's got my chainsaw off. I got to do some others, but I think I'm okay. I was able to get over that stump last time after trimming it. So I get hooked up and we'll get cruising here in just a second. All right, Dave out. Well, you saw the ordeal that was. Hold on a minute. Ready to sow the seed. I got a little fancier this year. Went with Deer Creek Seed Company and got the Arctic Forage Winter Oats. Spread it at about 50 pounds an acre. I got 10 pounds for a quarter acre. So you know I'm putting out about twice as heavy as I probably should. Anyway, I don't know. I was very happy with how fast the previous seeding I did from Deer Creek Seed Company. And if you're curious about that, you can go and look at, I think it's video 18, maybe 17 or 18, but it's making a food plot in the woods. And actually there's one that's a summary how to make a food plot in the woods, and it shows right up to seeding. And so what I put on it was like a coverage restorer. It's a food plot restorer that they have. And so I'm letting you look at the views versus look at me. Boy, we put the mule to the test too here, didn't we? It can probably do a whole lot more. It was a little bit muddier than what you want when you're disking, but I don't really have a choice because I want to get it in before this next round of rain hits here. And so anyway, that's my hope. I can get it in, and then I'll be set. It should germinate pretty easy. So anyways, I got 10 pounds of this. And so, yeah, so maybe if I figure it out right, half an acre, to an acre, 50 pounds to an acre. And I've got 1/10, so I'm putting on like twice as thick, roughly. So anyways, that's what kind of was hoping for. I wanted to overseed, so there we go. I am overseeding. So we'll get to putting down some seed here in just a second, and then off we go. By the way, it's has all the information on it for how to plant it in your food plot. And the thing I like too is versus some of the things you buy, the purity, 99.9, 85% is going to germinate, which is really good. It tells you what depth. I've easily got an inch to 2 inches worth of depth here, and by overseeding I should be fine. And the other thing I like about it is that it is hardy, so it will withstand frost a little bit better than your average oat. So and usually what I put in food plots for the winter is oats because they do such a good job in maintaining good forage for deer even after it freezes. So anyways, enough chattering, off we go. I'm gonna all right, so got it seeded. Try to put more seed on the far end and down here and around the edges, but I didn't really follow any specific pattern. I wanted to be somewhat random, and I think I succeeded in that. So if you're looking for a super organized way to put out seed, that's not me right now. I don't have the tools for it. And I'm not so sure that I want a crisscross pattern out here. I do want more random. So I want spots with heavier and spots with lighter. Draw the deer to different points versus an equal all around. Try to be heavier along the edges because we had a lot come up. A lot of clover and such came up on the first planting, and the deer and the trail cam would eat from this lower end down here straight up to the trail cam, which is right up there. And so it's like a almost kind of like a zigzag pattern they would make. So it's a real small plot, but we got a lot of seed down. I know it's late, September 1st. It's about 2 weeks later than what I really like to do. Good news is we've been in a spell of wetness, and that'll help. And it is fast germinating seed. So, and it's got a high rate of germination, so that all helps me. So what I gotta do next is unhook that disc. And I don't know why I keep forgetting what it's a disc or a harrow, either way. But anyways, I need to unhook it and bring the mule back down here. And what I'll do then is I'll drive around with the mule and help set the seed. And so it's not the same as a Cultipack or anything, but not even close really when you think about it. But it has proven to be effective for me in the past. And then in a couple days, I got to come back out and cut all the suckers down again. Huge number of suckers. I did, and so we'll do that. Bring the chainsaw with me and cut down. Although a lot of the suckers now are below ground, so that's good. Meaning the little stumps are deteriorating, so shouldn't be too many more rounds of suckers coming up. It'll be a constant battle for the first couple of years of this food plot, but eventually the suckers get sick of getting plowed under. They don't like that, and it does deter them each time I do this. So that's why I will disc it again early spring and put more fertilizer down, and at that time I'll desucker it again. So it's just a process. That's what you go through. And anyways, got to get busy, get this set, and then that's probably it for this video. I don't know if I'll get a chance to do some shooting. I was hoping to do some shooting today. I brought a couple guns to do, but I don't think I'll have opportunity because of the rain. I am gonna, once I get the seed set here, I'm gonna take the mule down to the bridge, and I want to go up on the other side and try to find a couple spots to set a stand or two. So anyways, I got to do that. So those are the next things on the agenda, but I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Remember to be kind. Make kindness your business. Yeah, don't get caught up in all this junk. I find myself doing it. If you watch the news, you're going to get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in it. Just remember your sphere that you interact with, you treat people with kindness, they're going to treat you with kindness. And if you do that, things will be good and you'll live a happy life. I always like that, I can't remember his name, so I probably shouldn't say it. The guy who did the painting, but you couldn't watch his show and not be happy because he was such a pleasant and joyful guy. And I can't believe I forgot his name. But anyways, he has his spot in history, I think, in America culture. But all right, so enough blabbering. All right. And anyways, make kindness your business. Dave out.